All right, what's going on? Happy Saturday. And as you can see, it's really cold out. We got snow, we got ice. We've been frozen out for about a week here. So we're gonna do a good old school Canadian trick. I'm sure they do this in other cold parts of the world too. We're gonna do a little boom preheating here. So step one, remove the slurry cap. If you do not have a slurry cap, you can just open up the transition door and do it that way. I don't personally like letting the heat travel back into the material cylinders and come out. It's I don't like getting that kind of heat on the piston cups and whatnot. So yeah, always pull the cap or open the door. So cap is open. Now what we're gonna do, and this is if you got a 4-section Z-boom, it's one of the Achilles heels of a 4-section Z-boom. You actually can't get a good boom position without running a long hose to get on top of that exhaust. So we're gonna drop down here. I'm gonna climb up and try my best not to slip. We'll sit this on the tip. Sid's gonna come down with the boom a bit. Just a little bit. We'll keep coming down with us. So you're gonna really, yeah, there we go, really flank it on there. And there we go. Now if you got a bigger hose, you can go right over the exhaust. If you have a smaller one, you can go right inside of it. Just don't leave this on here for too long. These new emissions after treatment style exhausts run pretty hot, and you won't melt the hose into goop, but it'll soften it up, it'll distort it, and it'll change the shape of the tip. So let's go back here. Let's go down the slide. This will be fun. Whee! Let's go back to the back of the pump, and we'll see if we got air coming out. I don't know why Sid's stroking the pump. No need to stroke it, sir. I think he was just warming it up a little bit or something. Don't need to stroke. Yeah, let's. Oh, look at that. We got warm air coming through. So now we'll get those pipes nice and warm. Get any frost or anything off of them, and when we go to prime out, no risk of freezing our prime. I've actually primed out with antifreeze before, which I don't think is super or at all environmentally friendly, but I've done it. I wish I had a 2.5-inch hose that I did this with last year, and I left it inside the exhaust, and it softened it up. In the end of it, do I have it here? Oh, there it is. See how it's kind of an oval now, which actually worked out great. It became an anti-splatter hose. Not the intended purpose, but yeah, it worked out actually really well. So maybe that's another video. We'll melt the crap out of a 4-inch hose and squeeze it down and make it an anti-splatter. How about that? Maybe not. We'll see what happens anyhow. So we'll just sit like this for 10 or 15 minutes while we wait for concrete. Takes a while to warm up. It's actually not that hot yet. It's just lukewarm, but it will warm the pipes up, and you'll get nice warm air coming out of there. So I've promised to pay Sid in Canadian Concrete Pumper merch. Oh, did you see the swing gate challenge?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, you didn't see it? I'll bring it up on my phone right now and I'll show it to you.
I have a habit of disconnecting from the bump world when I punch out.
No. Yeah, no. You're a better man than I. So it is on. Okay.
All right, everybody. We're gonna have the swing tube challenge. I'm gonna challenge Canadian concrete pumping and muddy feet. Let's see how fast you can get the tube closed up on the hopper. Chris is gonna start it off, and you say go, and I'm gonna start it. There we go.
You like that?
12.55 seconds. Let's see.
Guess how long it took me?
How long?
10 and a half. Now that's in the yard, massaging some of the back end a little bit. I call it prepping. Some might make accusations of cheating. The 56, and I would argue the 38 is faster. So I think when you're washing out, I'll come back and maybe. Do you want to do the challenge?
Yeah,
If you can do the challenge, if you can beat my time on the first try, so you can beat my time on the first try, I'll give you a gift card for 50 bucks. If you can beat it on the first try. You won't.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Okay, we'll come back, we'll check in, we'll do the challenge. Classic Canadian winter, the water's frozen, even though we purged the heck out of this thing. So you got pressure here at least. Oh, you got air coming. It'll come. Right? You should look down the end of it and tell me when the water's coming. Oh, that's when you've got the purge valve on. Yeah, these Putzmeisters have a purge valve for blowing your water line out in cold and inclement weather. Turn the air off for a sec. One. Oh, it's so cold. Because it was in the back of my truck. There. One little goop. That much. And then we'll take our warm water.
You have enough kickstart in there?
Yes, I have enough kickstart. Good question, Sid. I'm glad you asked that, actually. Yeah, I only use about a quarter of a bottle to a bucket of water. Is what I've found works best for me. Oh, I can smell it. I smell melting rubber. Do you smell that? We should probably pull the hose off of there now. So yeah, this is an interesting project here. This is second or third pour here. And because of the ground conditions here, we're close to a river, so it's all kind of tough to tell. It's all round rock here, stuff like this. So as such, the way it was explained to me by smart people, also known as engineers, this whole project, this whole thing is on a raft slab, 18-inch thick, I believe. And the concept is, if there were ever a seismic event, aka earthquake, the slab would just roll around on top of those round river rocks. We've done a few projects on this side of town, and it's the same concept because of the river rocks. So what they have to do here, though, also because we're below the water table, is they pour a mud coat, a little thin mud coat, put membrane on top, pour a topping coat on that, and then they do the rebar and then the 18-inch thick slab. So there's a lot of concrete in here for the size of the hole. It's not a huge hole in the ground, but I think there's something like 5,000 cubic meters just in the base here. So I think the plan is to pour these slabs, thinking it's like 300 meters a pop, something like that. So we'll see. You know, these projects, as they evolve, plans change, and we change and evolve with it. So let's see how our hose looks. How's our hose doing? Beautiful. We didn't turn it into goop. That's a win. This is actually an excellent example of with these RZ booms, rolling them, or running them rather, like a roll and fold versus like a Z. See how much, relatively speaking, this is bouncing around? And we just have it in the roll because that's how we primed out and they're working around the crane there. But if you were to drop down the first 3 sections and just do this with 4 and 5, it would smooth this thing right out. Maybe if we get a break here between loads, we'll change the configuration around just for display purposes. Yeah, these RZ booms, especially the newer booms, they love to be run in the Z configuration. Just there's so much less bounce to them. So yeah, for today it's just 5 loads into this crane base, and yeah, we should be out of here by noon. Nice little Saturday, right? So, and this is a high strength concrete, so it'll reach the brake strength, required brake strength, as quick as possible, so they can get their crane in here as soon as possible. Just have to wait for that concrete to reach a certain cure strength before they can throw the rest of the crane on top here. So. Interesting fact, because it's got waterproofing in it, Kim Crystal, they actually can't use conventional accelerators in it. So it's a 45 MPa concrete, lots of cement with Kim Crystal, no accelerator additives. Apparently you can't mix the two. So the thing about pumping, you learn something new every day. That's what I learned today. Reaction to this, I got Sid's reaction. So I was called out by a fellow YouTuber, a buddy of mine, a good guy, a friendly call out, to a challenge.
All right, everybody, we're gonna have the swing tube challenge. I'm gonna challenge Canadian concrete pumping and muddy feet. Let's see how fast you can get the tube closed up.
Oh, you're gonna smoke them.
Chris is
Come
gonna
on.
start it off, and you say go, and I'm gonna start it.
See how fast he does.
Think I could beat him?
12.55 seconds.
beat him?
Let's see if I can do any better.
For sure.
So I did a rebuttal video, and it aired today, and you're gonna have to watch it to find out if I beat him or not. Everybody, watch that video. All I'm gonna say is, watching it, you're like, oh, I could do that in 5 seconds. When you actually do it, and you're nervous and you're fumbling around, it's a lot more difficult.
You could preset that. He might have been playing around, grind some edges off of those wedges. Or...
Funny you should mention that. If you watch my video, so I'm gonna come back. That's why I'm gonna come back at the end of the pour, and Sid is gonna give it a go. Sid's gonna take a run, and I didn't do it on home field. I did it on Mike's pump. I didn't do it on the 38 meter.
This could be a new trend. This could be something that could take the industry.
It's going to take the YouTube Shorts world by storm. Everybody's doing the swing tube challenge. Now the argument was, and it's a valid one, that he nor I installed the safety pins, which is a critical element.
That is true.
And I think the sport could eventually evolve to that.
We're all certified now. You guys,
yes.
You guys would fail.
As a certified operator, actually, that could be an automatic DQ. Okay, you know what? There's a lot of food for thought here. And there we go, Z formation. Look at how much smoother this is now. So much better. Bouncing around in a roll and fold. So yeah, apparently this concrete by Thursday, it's Saturday today, by Thursday has to be at 20 MPa strength for them to be able to put their crane on top of it. So it's a 45 MPa concrete, so it has to have reached at least 20 MPa by Thursday. So that's why they use an extra high strength concrete for this, just to get that quicker set time. Yeah, pretty basic little pour here. We'll finish this one out, and maybe we'll check back in towards the end here, and maybe we'll get Sid. We'll get Sid to take a run at the Swing Gate Challenge. We'll see what Sid can do. Stay tuned for that. Are you there? They're just measuring up before we start on the second to last load. I look at this and I think there's 13.6 cubic meters to finish this. What do you guys think? I say 13.6. What do you think? How many meters to finish? What do you guess?
10?
No, it's more than 10. I say 13.6.
Yeah, I got a full truck coming.
What does it calc out at to finish? Do you know?
I don't know. This was a really hard, difficult takeoff, man. This is fucking.
So if I get it bang on just using my eye, do I win a prize?
Sure.
Yeah, well, there we go. He's buying lunch if I get it right. Yeah, 13.6. And I get a half a meter, I can go over by a half a meter. That's the allowable. We'll roll with that. I like it.
Yeah, I did 37 feet.
Yeah, look over here.
26. 28.
Yeah.
It looks big, but it's so skinny.
8.57, okay.
But I did 10 inches, but there's a little extra there.
Okay, well, I am way out to lunch then. Damn it!
You do this every day, so.
I'm wrong almost every day too, so you know, there's that. There's that.
If I got extra, I got extra.
What are they bringing us? 9s or 9.5s?
10s.
Oh, they're bringing 10s. Oh shoot, okay. All right, just waiting on our final load here. Let's check in and see if our water hose thawed out. Have we tried the water?
Not working.
It's still not working? Oh
tried it right
man. We coiled the hose up on top of the tank, the heated tank, hoping it would thaw out. It's not that warm. Flash it up again.
Shouldn't any of those return or feed lines be warm?
Well, the water tank heater doesn't get it hot. It just gets it like lukewarm because of the plastic tank. Yeah, your heater lines are warm. Pass me your hammer. Like, I don't think the pump is jammed because flash it up again. You know what? Might be jammed. Toggle the pump on and off a few times. Really? What if you rev it up, rev the piss out of it? This ain't no fun. Okay, flash it up now. Could that still be frozen? You know what? The water's pretty cold. It might still be frozen, honestly. I don't... It's hard to believe, though. Huh.
What's the temperature right now? 1, 2 degrees over?
Yeah, a couple degrees. But you've got the hydraulic lines that are warm feeding into the pump. The body of the pump is warm. I mean, if it might still be frozen at the base of the pump. That bugger. Our tank heater is working, but it's not working well enough.
I've never had it like this. Usually you can blow the lines out, come back the next day, fill it up and roll.
Well, unless water froze up in the pump and screwed it up because it was so cold, and there's damage inside the pump or the housing. Drama. Da, da, da. But I mean, the water is so cold. It very well still could be, if there's ice in the bottom of that pickup, it still could be frozen. I wonder if Rempel has hot water at the plant, if we could fill it with hot water.
No, landfill up. I get city water.
I have an idea. Why don't, when the next truck gets here, when we're all done, let's put his hose in your tank, we'll fill it with hot water, and see if...
Drain that right now?
Yeah, let's drain this right now. It's not going to work anyhow. That's what we'll do. When the mixer gets here, When he's all done, we'll steal some of his water and we'll load the tank up with warm water.
Water box.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And hopefully that cures the issue. Yeah, just drain this right out. Dump this all out, and then hopefully our friendly driver's got a decent amount of hot water left when we're done. And we'll top that tank up. And hopefully, if we're just frozen up in the pickup here, hopefully it'll be enough to thaw it out. We shall see. Yeah, bunch of ice in the bottom. So let's grab his hose and let's spray down that pickup, and we'll try and thaw the pickup. If we do that, we can just top up with their water from site. Okay, so can you go down and fire the pump up right now, and I'll spray this? Sid, do you want to just go pump it off and I'll dick around with this? This might take time. He's empty. I think if we wind the pump right out, we're going to be so close. Like so close. Let's do it. Lid down, wind it out, and we'll pray for the best. Like if we're short, we're talking like 2 wheelbarrows.
I know, man. That's what I need. Do I even gonna order a meter?
Well, they're gonna pull some back with the board. We can quickly enough just wind it right out and see, right? Because they got some coming back with the board. We'll make it.
Yeah, but if we don't make it, we have the long way to wheelbarrow, Scott.
Well, no, we can just wait around. We're accommodating pump operators, right? The consummate professionals. I like your suggestive rhetoric. No, they got enough coming back with the board. We'll make it. Too much, you over-ordered. We'll do better next time. Always room for improvement.
Well, there goes the bonus.
Bonus? You're in a better system than I am. Shit. Rinse her all down before we pull the sponges back here. For an easy wash up. And this is why we always be nice to our ready mix drivers. He's hooking us up with his leftover water, and his stuff's nice and hot. So hopefully, if this is frozen, that'll be enough to thaw it out, but I'm becoming skeptical that there might be a bigger issue here. Fingers crossed that there's not. All right, let's give this a try. Still nothing, eh? Hey Sid, can you toggle this a few times? This ain't looking good. All right, well, we'll take whatever water we can get and give it a few minutes, but I'm not confident here. Yeah, so we got nice warm water in here now. So let that sit for a bit and hopefully it frees this thing up. I don't know though. We'll see. All right, here we go. First sponge in. Hard sponge, so we got to go relatively quick with it to get it back. First one, we just get it home. because we're using the hardball, it's not as critical if it goes back a little bit quicker. You can go slower with the hardball if you like, but on this pump it definitely increases the odds of the sponge getting stuck, and then once it's stuck, sometimes it's hard to get it unstuck. So first sponge, we just go fast. We got the pin down. We'll slow it right down now. We'll slow it down to about a 3 on the dial. We'll load it up with some water. Lots of water is the name of the game. That's the key to getting it clean. Lots and lots of water. We'll drop the volume down to about a 3, a stroke every 5 to 7 seconds. Nice soft sponge, so it goes back nice and controlled, and it does a really good job of wiping the pipes, and you don't get a bunch of slurry falling back down in front of it. The hard ball is tough to take it back nice and slow and controlled, so I really like that soft sponge for the second round. Let me know when it's home. I won't tell you, you just let me know. Tell me at what time in the comments section, or in the comments section, you tell me at what time that sponge reached final destination. It's a fun game we play. Try our water again, fingers crossed. Nah, still nothing. Dang it! I'm actually gonna pop this motor off, the hydraulic motor for the pump unit, and see if we can't figure out what's going on here. Okay, so this is great. I was on my last bolt having a bear of a time here. Really could have used the socket wrench, and I was trying to pry it up and it was being difficult, so we thought, hey, we'll try the water one last time. Sid, flash it up. Beauty. Good. Now, whether it thawed out or I'm thinking because I removed 3 of the bolts and I was tapping on it, working it a bit, whatever was jammed up in the gear drive there has freed up. Either that or it thawed out. Whatever it is, it's working and we got water. So I wish I had a definitive diagnosis as to which of the two it was, but I guess I would summarize by saying if warm water doesn't thaw it out, loosen the bolts off and try tapping this and working this a bit, but it freed the pump up. So all right, we're washing on site. I'll put the bolts back in, and yeah, it would be super handy to have a socket and 13 mil, which I do have in my truck, which is parked way over there. So I'll just wrestle with this to get it back on. I was gonna pull the drive motor off of the pickup tube. I'm assuming they separate. I've never actually pulled one of these apart, and see if it was jammed up from maybe ice that got in there and got something cockeyed. And I got down to the last bolt, and this one's such a bear, I figured, okay, I'll start tapping on it to see if it'll at least come loose before I waste my time finishing that one off. And then I moved it around, it was wiggling around a good bit, and then I got you to try the water, and that's when it started working again. So what did I do? Hit it with a hammer. That's what. Anyhow, we got water. We're good. All right, so just packing up here. Yeah, with that water pump there, what I'd like to hear from is guys that are well versed in these in cold climates, maybe some mechanics, guys from the shop, whatever. What's your diagnosis is exactly what caused that? I'm sure this is something that you guys see regularly, especially in like colder parts of Canada. We're relatively mild out here compared to the rest of the country, but what do you see? What causes that? I would have loved to have pulled it apart on site and really get into the nitty gritty of it, but I kind of like that we fixed it old school pump operator way. We used the hammer, we used a little bit of hot water. The only thing we didn't get out was the torch. We're just a torch shy of the trifecta of quick pump repairs. Well, maybe duct tape and zip ties should be in there too, but anyhow, yeah, glad we got it working. But anybody out there in pump repair land, what exactly happened there? And is there a way, an easier way, a more quicker way to fix that on site? Or if we had to take it back to the shop, what would be the general diagnosis? How does this come apart? Would you take the whole assembly out together? Would you pull just the motor off the top? How would you do it? I'd love to hear that. I think it'd be really helpful to myself and a lot of the other viewers too. So yeah, we're just gonna get packed up here. We're gonna wash out on site. We're gonna put Sid through the washout challenge. We'll see what he's got. I think we'll give him one practice run, because we kind of just threw this on him today. We kind of surprised him. So we'll give him one practice run, and then we'll see if he can beat my time at 10.5 seconds. And then, yeah, we'll do the usual outro and say our goodbyes. So catch you in a bit. And I gotta say, I couldn't do a whole entire video with this beautiful, nearly brand new Reed pump, literally 20 feet from where we're set up, and not talk about it a little bit and go around it. Look at this thing though. So it's a Reed B20. These things, HP, these things make huge pressure. I think it's like 2000 PSI. Look at the heavy steel reinforcement in that hopper. Like heavy duty stuff. Let's see what they got going on inside here. Oh, great vibrator, of course. And it's got little, is it 4-inch material cylinders? 4 or 5-inch material cylinders? So it makes big pressure. I think for shotcrete guys, especially shoring guys, you know, if they get rid of a load every 45 minutes to an hour, it's totally sufficient. I think these things are very capable of that. They make enough pressure. I think they're capable of that through a fair amount of line with very little fall off in performance. Yeah, I like the layout of this thing. It is really simple. It's a beautiful unit. I remember talking to the guys from Reed at Con Expo last year, Mike and Albert over there. Super cool guys to talk to. And I remember them mentioning us, even things like the hoppers, they're still fabricated in-house. Same guy that's built them for years, decades. And there's, I don't know if I can see it on this one. They said there'll be a serial number on the hopper, and that actually traces back to who built that hopper. The entire thing, not just parts of it, but the entire thing, one guy. So a real cool American old school story. And they make an awesome pump. I would like one of these. It might be a little shy on volume for what we do, but like a B50 HP, I think would be a really good machine. Be curious to see how it would stack up against that new 1005 Putzmeister that we've been running, because we've been really happy with that rig. But the Reed does have a lot of redeeming qualities too, so. And I like that it's not an auto greaser actually, or that it at least has manual grease ports. So you can get the grease gun on there and actually feel that the grease is going where it's supposed to go. It is nice to have an auto greaser as well, to have both options. So you can actually grease while you're pumping, which you could do manually, but most guys aren't going to. With the auto greaser, at least it does that for you. So, but yeah, the end of the pour, the end of the job, I always like to grease manually. Even on our pump here, we have a manual grease port. And when I hit the tail end of my washout, I always put my grease gun on the manual port there and pump about 40 pumps of grease through it and verify that it's coming out to agitator seals through the large and small bearing, the whole deal. Peace of mind, right? But yeah, beautiful Reed B20 HP. Looking forward to chatting with these guys at World of Concrete this year. Always great people to talk to, and they're very well versed in their product, very technical guys. So it's for somebody like me, it's a good fit. It's always a good chat. I like this, very clearly labeled. Yeah, she's a beauty. In case you've never run a concrete pump before, there's everything you need to know right there. That's it. Pump concrete in 7 easy steps, right? What could go wrong? So what we're gonna do, I'll take your, you really have a pink iPhone?
Yeah. Sweet. That actually rolls.
It's rose. Hey, rose all day. So what we're actually going to do, I will allow you one practice run. If you want to check things out, make sure everything's okay. Everything's regulation here. We have no illegal lubricants, no illegal grinding or manipulation of mating surfaces. I'd say we're pretty good.
I need a practice run.
You don't need a practice. Okay. You're sure that you don't want a practice run?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
You're 100% sure? Okay, I'm gonna get the phone ready. Okay, you have to start with the wedge in the holder. You can choose that holder or the one over here if you like.
That infringes on it.
I'll give you a little tip. Your cables, make sure those are out of the way. Those will get you. The cables will get you every time. Okay, cables are out of the way. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, when you say go, I'm gonna hit start. You say go. Ready?
Go.
Come on! Time! Oh, 13.3. You're too slow. The wedge caught you at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wedge. Okay, so I might have been a little slow on the stopwatch, so I'll give you a 12.8. You still didn't beat my time of 10.8. So, that being said, I'll give you your phone back.
Thank you.
And I'll turn the camera to me. And still Swingate champion. Sorry, better luck next time.
Hey,
well done. All right, well, there you have it, folks. Swingate challenge. Sid comes in with just a hair over 13 seconds. Let's see what you got. I think this is the craze that's going to sweep the nation. I had a lot of people reach out since Darren posted his video, Darren from Frauenberger. I posted my video. I've had guys sending me videos of their attempts at it. So far, we haven't seen quicker than 10.5 seconds or whatever I had. But I think as this sport, as it evolves, and some kid's gonna hit a 4.7 or something crazy low. There's no way that an old guy like me should be holding the current record. So let's see what you got out there. Post them up on Instagram is the best. If you're on the job site, you're posting them daily, do it on Instagram. And yeah, we'll see how quick we can get at this. So till next time, keep on pumping. Over and out. And Sid, please don't run me over. That'd be really nice of you to not run me over. What's the accusation? Well, luckily we have video footage and we can review it. And we'll let the commenters.
Impartial count, man.
I think it was about a 12.8 because I was slow on the stop button. But yeah, no, you still didn't win. And I did not start late. If anything, I might have started early. So I think that you might have jump started. You red lighted, man. Frickin' guys, they'll try anything. Unreal. Sir, thank you for playing the Swingate Challenge. Here's your consolation prize. Show us what you got.
New Canadian Copper hat. Sweet t-shirt.
What's up? And let's do the other side. So anybody out there, anybody who can do this, I'm gonna throw it there right now, who can do this in less than 5 seconds, legally, and I need detailed footage to make sure there's no trickery going on. Anybody who can do this in less than 5 seconds, I will send you a hat and a t-shirt. But it's gotta be legit. There it is, let's see what you got.